So I walked out of there and I lined up, for my next catwalk. And I was just like, this is the last time I'm doing this. This is ridiculous. And I vowed that if I ever had children, I was not going to be doing that with my child.
Yeah.
If she wanted to do it, that would be a different thing. But no way in hell would I be sitting there with my child in the mirror going, no, no, that's not how to think. You got to win.
Well, I've personally been against not models, because there are a lot of really, really pretty ones out there, and a lot of really sweet ones, genuinely good people. So you can't say that you hate all of them, because, well, you don't know all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some out there. Okay, let me rephrase. I hate the idea. The idea that you have to be, because these women are tall, and they are all leg. So you've got to be like 6'1". How many women out there are 6'1"?
As someone who's not even 5'3", there's a lot of people that look to be 6'1" from my angle.
I'm 5'5". The tallest woman that I've seen personally has been 5'10".
Yeah. See, I must know a lot of tall people then, but, even the other girls in my comp that I was in, I probably wasn't even up to their chests, basically. Because, how people are going, yeah, my face is up here. I'm like, yeah, but if I look up at your face, I'm going to end up breaking my neck. So how about I just talk to your chest?
I'm going to talk to your perky bosoms.
Yeah. And I mean, I was in high heels that day. Because I'm thinking I'm not tall enough. But
did you ever get confused with one of the 6-year-olds? I'm sorry.
No, thank goodness. But I tell you, my dress was probably pretty lame compared to some of theirs, and I'm thinking that's just wrong.
Yeah, let's go ahead and teach them early on that you have to smear yourself with makeup and all this. I mean, and I know it's going to be one of those, oh, well, you're not a model, so obviously you're going to hate them. Well, yeah, that's true. I'm not 6'1". I'm not 150 pounds or 120 or 99 pounds. Yeah, I'm much bigger than that. We won't get into that. But, it's not that. I've met Miss Louisiana. She is a beautiful woman. Tall, skinny, has won pageants, if I'm not mistaken. But she goes around to all of the schools. She donates money to help with education, specifically the arts, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. And she, every little bit of money that she wins from these pageants, she puts forward. There's a scholarship in her name too that she gives out to people. So, she's a genuinely good person. She just so happens to be a beauty pageant winner.
Yeah.
But she's also like 20-something. She's not 6 years old.
Yeah, there's a big difference between a 6-year-old running around in, booty gear and doing hip gyrations than, say a 20-year-old in a bikini.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That whole thing just drives me nuts. I reckon if you're going to have a child's beauty pageant, the kids should have natural hair, they should not be wearing any makeup, they should be wearing clothes that they would normally be wearing when they were out.
Because some of those kids' clothes are, like, just going into, like, well, you don't have Walmart, but just going into Walmart and going down the baby aisle, some of those clothes are ridiculously adorable.
I know. I sort of walk past and I go, no, no, don't look. You might want another one. It's like, no, no, you can't do that. No, no, no. I get clucky. Some of them are just so adorable. I mean, especially the onesies with, like, the little hoodie and the ears if they're like an animal. And the tail. Mm-hmm. They're so cute. See, that's what a 6-year-old should be running around in.
Yeah, we had that moment the other day. We were cleaning out the drawers and getting rid of all of the 0 to 3 month clothes because my child's about to be 16 months old. And just going through looking at all these things and going, this is so tiny. But this used to be too big on her because my child was really, really little, like preemie little.
Yeah.
She could fit into preemie clothes, so the 0 to 3 month were way too big.
See, they grow up so fast. Why would you want to push them into growing up so quickly?
Exactly.
You know, let kids be kids. Ugh, they're crazy. Okay, let's lighten the mood and go with our llama story.
Okay.
And you get to read it. Nah.
And then we'll talk about Torchwood, I guess, if we have time.
Yes.
Okay, so I did find this one. You all may remember last week. I think she said it on air. Did you say it on air?
I don't think so. You have to be in the chat room to understand.
Yes, so everyone that's not in the chat room, you should be there right now.
Yes.
Well, not right now, because by the time you hear it, the chat room will be over. So next time, you should be there.
The chat room will still be there. They could be listening. They could just not be in the chat room.
Well, I'm also posing that for, like, YouTube listeners.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, if you're on YouTube and you're listening to this, tune in. Come next week. Seriously, come next week. It'll be lots of fun.
4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central Time. Friday Ketchup, brought to you by PQRN. Bam!
Yes. Okay, on to the story, and then we'll play a song.
Okay, well, just a quick backstory for anyone that doesn't understand. Last week, I was posed a challenge of if I could find a story recent enough about a llama, she would play a song. So I immediately went and found one from February 16th of 2011. Llama attacks man and charges a Cleveland County deputy's car. Add sheriff sirens and car horns to the list of things that won't stop a charging llama. The Cleveland County... Thank you, Bird. Sorry. The Cleveland County Sheriff's Office responded to a call about a llama that escaped a nearby pasture and attacked a man sitting in his car on Range Road Wednesday, said Patrol Captain Philip Todd. The llama was standing outside the man's car, hitting his head against the window, Todd said. Apparently he was very frustrated with something. A county sheriff's detective. Wow, I really mucked that one up. And I said mucked.
With M.
With a not a f. Anyway, a county sheriff's detective was in the area and responded to the call first. But when the detective arrived, the llama had a plan of its own. The detective tried to distract the llama by blowing a horn and sounding his siren, but the distraction didn't work. The llama turned on the detective instead. The detective backed out of the driveway with the llama and the llama started chasing him, Todd said. At one point, Todd said, the llama headbutted the detective's patrol car. Authorities later found the pasture where the llama had escaped, and with the help of animal control officers, they got the llama back inside the gate, Todd said. When animal control officers opened the pasture gate, the detective drove his car in, and the llama followed. The detective did a U-turn, came back out, and they shut the gate. It's really unusual, but it's not the most unusual thing we have seen.
Yeah, there was that thing with the tiger.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So this llama's name was Cujo.
Was it?
I don't know, but wasn't that what the dog did in the Stephen King movie? Like bashing its head against the car?
I've slept since then.
I don't watch Stephen King, he scares me.
I don't watch Stephen King, he bores me. I'm really sorry for any Stephen King people out there, but no. Yeah. I told you the bird wanted to hear the story about the llama, see?
Yes, it's all excited, and I think it probably wants to hear the song. Should we hear the song?
Yes, let's hear the song.
Okay.
Hallo, ich bin's, euer Schnappi. Ich fliege gerade mit meinem Freund dem Lama nach Yokohama. Ein Lama, das fliegt nach Yokohama. Es freut sich schon auf Reis und Fisch und sucht die Gabel auf dem Tisch. Ein Lama, das fliegt nach Yokohama. Es freut sich schon auf Reis und Fisch und sucht die Gabel auf dem Tisch. Wo ist die